So I'm Josh. I'm a data scientist here at Clay, responsible for basically the full stack from getting data into Snowflake to visualizing it here in Sigma. Snowflake really was the center of our data universe. And so when I went to go find a BI tool, I needed something that sat right on top of Snowflake and interacted with it the ways that I like. Sigma was basically that. I think on literally my first day at Clay, I got our Snowflake database set up and then started kind of looking for some more Snowflake-centric tools. Sigma was just the clear choice, honestly. I mean, at any given moment, you can go in there and basically have a current up-to-date number for ARR, which is obviously every company like ours North Star, right? But even more importantly is you can kind of dig into the details real fast. You can go down below that top level, like current ARR number, and then go look at like monthly trends in things like new revenue, NRRs, churned revenue, expansion, contraction, all that, restart revenue, which is also really important for us, right? All that you can see in this dashboard. Reporting isn't exactly like the only thing we use Sigma for. I really want to enable a culture here, a data-driven culture, centered around Sigma. Half the reason I got Sigma was because I saw how powerful it was and how easy it was for non-SQL users to use, whereas some other tools are very SQL heavy and kind of creates this weird space where I have to answer every question. But just the other day, I sat for 30 minutes with some engineers who wanted to kind of create a engagement funnel for that specific part of the tool, right? Where, it's basically, you come in, you say, I want to write an email, you draft an email, you actually send it using one of, the email sequencing tools you probably use. And I think within all of 30 minutes, like easily understood how they could come in, define that funnel in Sigma. We kind of did the exact same thing we did with marketing, but with support, where we defined all the metrics they want to measure, kind of calculate that stuff in dbt, and then visualize it in Sigma. The last quarter, we kind of just had the traditional support metrics, right? Where it's like time to first response, amount of conversations closed in like less than 1 or 2 responses, blah, 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 stuff like that, right? And then just total conversation volume. So just a lot of like basic support metrics cut by all the different dimensions you would ever want. Yeah, and then CX, right? So we're growing our CX function through Jess. And with the CX function, right? So she has a bunch of stuff she wants to track about all of her accounts, obviously. We just have a place where she can come in and look up any account, right? And understand a lot of things, but things like at Clay, credit consumption is very important, right? So you want to see how people are pacing across their deal cycle. So she can come in and see like where any one's at any given moment, right? With regards to their credit consumption. She can see things like product behavioral data, right? She can come in and see which customers are using kind of the use cases that we've specified that Clay can be used for. So you can come in and not only like see which ones use cases people have used in the last like 30 days, but also look at like a time series of engagement with those different use cases. So she can understand, who may be dropping off on some of these recurring use cases very quickly and easily, or who may be increasing their usage on these use cases, right? Which are all very valuable signals as to how to approach those people and talk to those people, right?